Hello guys, this is iOS Pro Hacker. Is your iPhone showing iPhone unavailable, security lockout, or iPhone is disabled because you entered the wrong screen passcode too many times? In this video, I will show you how to reset the unavailable iPhone using Apple's official iTunes method. I will also explain what happens to your data, how you may be able to recover your photos and other information, and what to do if the iPhone shows iPhone locked to owner or activation lock after the restore. This tutorial is intended only for your own iPhone or a device that you are authorized to manage. Before we begin, I need to clarify something very important. If you have completely forgotten the iPhone screen passcode, there is no official iTunes method that simply removes the passcode while keeping all the data currently stored on the device. Apple protects iPhone data using encryption connected to the screen passcode. When the passcode is forgotten, the official recovery method is to erase and restore the iPhone. However, this does not always mean that everything is permanently lost. After resetting the iPhone, you may be able to recover your photos, contacts, messages, applications, settings, and other information from. In addition to Apple's official iCloud and computer backups, there are third-party iPhone data recovery programs that you can check. The three options I recommend researching are TenorShare Alt Data, Wondershare Doctor Phone Data Recovery for iOS, and iMobi Phone Rescue. I have placed the official download links and complete video tutorials for all three programs in the description below this video. These programs provide different recovery modes depending on the device, iOS version, backup availability, and condition of the iPhone. Alright, so before using iTunes, check whether you recently changed your iPhone passcode. On iOS 17 and later, Apple may allow you to use your previous screen passcode for up to 72 hours after changing it. On the unavailable screen, tap Forgot Passcode if that option appears. Then look for an option such as Try Passcode Reset. Enter the previous screen passcode and follow the instructions to create a new passcode. If this works, you can regain access without erasing the iPhone. This option only works for a limited time after changing the passcode, and it will not help if you have forgotten both the current and previous passcodes. If this option is unavailable or does not work, continue with the iTunes recovery method. For this process, you will need a computer with the latest version of iTunes. Now move to your Windows computer. Open the Microsoft Store or Apple's official website and install the latest available version of iTunes. If iTunes is already installed, now open iTunes. At this stage, do not worry if the unavailable iPhone does not appear normally inside iTunes. Because the screen is locked and the computer may not already be trusted, we will place the iPhone into recovery mode. Now connect the USB cable to the computer. For iPhone 8 or later, including newer Face ID models, and the second or third generation iPhone SE, quickly press and release the volume up button. Quickly press and release the volume down button, then press and continue holding the side button. Do not release the side button when the Apple logo appears. Continue holding it until the recovery mode screen appears. The recovery mode screen normally shows a cable pointing toward a computer. For an iPhone 7 or iPhone 7 Plus or iPhone 6s or earlier models, check the video description where you will find the recovery mode method links. Once the iPhone enters recovery mode, iTunes should display a message saying that there is a problem with the iPhone that requires it to be updated or restored. You will normally see two options, Update and Restore. The Update option attempts to reinstall iOS without deleting the device. However, an update does not remove a forgotten screen passcode. Because this video is about recovering an iPhone with a forgotten passcode, we need to select Restore. Click Restore. iTunes may display another confirmation message explaining that the iPhone will be erased and restored to factory settings. iTunes will now download the latest compatible version of iOS for this iPhone. The download can be several gigabytes, so the time required depends on your internet speed. Keep the computer connected to the internet. Do not close iTunes. Do not disconnect the iPhone, and do not turn off the computer. If you are using a laptop, connect it to the charger. If the download takes longer than approximately 15 minutes, the iPhone may automatically leave recovery mode. If that happens, do not cancel the download. Allow iTunes to finish downloading the software. After the download is complete, turn off the iPhone and place it into recovery mode again using the same button sequence. If the firmware download inside iTunes is very slow or keeps failing, you can download it manually. Open your browser and visit IPSW.me. Select iPhone, then choose your exact iPhone model and download only a firmware version that is currently signed by Apple. Be careful on the website because some advertisements may also show a download button. Click only the real firmware download button. Once the IPSW file has finished downloading, return to iTunes and place the iPhone in recovery mode again if needed. On Windows, hold the Shift key and click Restore iPhone. On a Mac, hold the Option key and click Restore iPhone in Finder or iTunes. Now select the IPSW file you downloaded and confirm the restore. iTunes or Finder will verify the file with Apple and begin restoring the iPhone. Remember, this manual method only helps when the automatic firmware download is slow. The restore will still erase the iPhone and will not remove activation lock. During this process, the iPhone may restart several times. You may see the Apple logo, a loading bar, a black screen, or the recovery mode screen. All of this can be normal. Do not disconnect the cable until iTunes confirms that the restore has finished. Disconnecting the device during installation may interrupt the process and cause an error. After the restore is complete, the iPhone will restart and display the Hello screen. This means the unavailable screen and the forgotten screen passcode have been removed. The device has now been reset to factory settings. Swipe up or press the Home button to begin the setup process. Select your preferred language. Choose your country or region. Connect the iPhone to a stable Wi-Fi network. Then continue through the on-screen setup instructions. At this stage, the iPhone may display iPhone locked to owner or ask for the Apple account previously used on the device. This is called activation lock. The screen passcode and activation lock are two completely separate protections. The screen passcode protects access to the information stored on the iPhone. Activation lock protects ownership of the device and is connected to Find My iPhone. Restoring the iPhone with iTunes removes the forgotten screen passcode, but it does not automatically remove activation lock. If Find My was previously enabled, Apple may ask you to enter the Apple account email address and password that were connected to the iPhone before it was erased. Enter the correct account information to continue. On some eligible devices, Apple may also display Unlock with Passcode. If this option appears, tap it and follow Apple's instructions. The device may allow you to verify ownership using the previous iPhone passcode. This option does not appear on every device or in every situation. If you remember the Apple account email address but forgot its password, use Apple's official password recovery process. There are some third-party tools like Wondershare Doctorphone, iMobi AnyUnlock, and TenorShare 4U Key. These tools also offer some guide to fix iPhone activation lock screen officially, so you might also check it out. All the links available in the description of the video. Alright, so after passing activation lock, continue until you reach the Apps and Data screen. To restore an iCloud backup, select Restore from iCloud Backup. If you previously created a backup using iTunes, select the option to restore from a Mac or PC during setup. Connect the iPhone to the same computer containing the backup. Choose Restore Backup. Check the dates and sizes of the available backups, then select the most appropriate one. If no iCloud backup, computer backup, or copy of the data exists anywhere else, then the information erased during the iTunes restore cannot normally be recovered. In addition to Apple's official iCloud and computer backups, there are third-party iPhone data recovery programs that you can check. The three options I recommend researching are TenorShare Alt Data, Wondershare Doctorphone Data Recovery for iOS, and iMobi Phone Rescue. I have placed the official download links and complete video tutorials for all three programs in the description below this video. If you do not have a backup, select Don't Transfer Apps and Data and set up the device as a new iPhone. Sign in with your Apple account. Create a new screen passcode that you can remember. Set up Face ID or Touch ID. Then finish the remaining setup screens. Once you reach the home screen, the iPhone is ready to use again. As you can see, Apple's official iTunes method can reset an iPhone showing iPhone unavailable, security lockout, or iPhone is disabled. I hope this video helped you understand the complete process clearly. If it helped, please like the video, subscribe to iOS Pro Hacker, and turn on notifications for more practical iPhone tutorials and iOS recovery guides. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.